SA Rugby have embarked on a project to produce a comprehensive encyclopedia of black rugby in South Africa. It's a huge job to piece together the histories of the various racially segregated rugby organizations that governed the game in the apartheid era, and even looking at the pioneers who picked up the oval ball in the colonial era. Work on this massive project started in 2012.
The current project, with the work title of an A to Z of black rugby, is a long-standing project. In terms of SA Rugby's undertaking in its transformation charter in 2006 already, that it is our duty to promote an in-depth appreciation of the history of black rugby. One of the major challenges of giving effect to that was the fact that we do not have a consolidated archive that tells the story of the history.
The National Lotteries Commission has come on board to fund the project, with finances being a major stumbling block.
Of course, financial challenges always is the key factor. In order to retrace sources of information, you need to be able to travel, you need to be able to reproduce images, you need to pay for research, and because some of the visual materials are copyrighted material, so you can imagine what it costs you to source active information beyond extracting information from oral resources.
SA Rugby are appealing for help and participation in this project from former players and administrators, especially to be forthcoming with information.
You must remember, we talk about more than a century of rugby activity in the black community. If I need to outline the genealogy of our rugby, it means administrators and players that used to play their rugby under the South African Coloured Rugby Football Board, under the South African Bantu Rugby Football Board, under the auspices of the South African Rugby Football Board, under the South African Rugby Football Federation, under the South African Rugby Union, and under the South African Rugby Association.
The project is twofold.
The first one is to install a digital touchscreen with filters that would allow any person that comes in and want to look up any national player, any of the national bodies, to access that with a touch of a screen. The second objective would be to compile sufficient information to be able to actually compile it together into a publication, so that in addition to your digital installation or display, you may also able to publish a book that would contain literally an A to Z of black rugby.
The culmination of the project will be on Heritage Day, with the opening of the new installation at the Springbok Experience Rugby Museum. Justin Ford, Cape Town.